to Not Your Mother's Midlife Crisis. I'm Chris, and this is my co-host, Chris.
Hello. Hi, Chris. How are you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We're all
It's
ready?
good to be here, back in studio.
I know, right?
Yes.
So today, everybody, we have something super special for you. We have an expert on women's safety. She's so great. I don't even know her bio. I'm going to let her tell you. And it is Chris, our resident safety expert.
Hello. Yes, I am actually a retired FBI agent. I know I mentioned before about being in federal law enforcement.
So secretive. So it's just federal law enforcement. Here we go. The secret's out.
Yes. So I did 23 years as an agent with the FBI. And
unbelievable.
Yeah. I started out as a CPA.
Okay.
Which I hated.
So you went from boring to like out of control.
So after 5 years of doing accounting,
I get it.
Yeah. I felt like I needed to do something where I wanted to make a difference in the world, even in just a little part of the world that I lived in.
Yeah.
And give a voice to people that maybe didn't have one or didn't know where to find theirs.
That's cool.
So that was really always my motivation. I think it stayed my motivation with being an agent, and it was really rewarding.
I think that kind of wraps into now too.
It does. Yeah.
You're still doing that. Like we're trying to be a voice for women and our healthcare that seem to be left by the wayside for years, and here you are speaking for women.
I'm all about that.
How about
that female empowerment.
Yeah. Feel the love in here.
Yes.
So, so that's how you chose law. For how did you choose the FBI over something else?
I felt that the FBI would have been the best agency that would have married my background as a CPA with what their mission was, because they do have a lot of white collar crime, fraud, and things like that. So initially when I was applying, I'm 26 years old, I'm thinking, okay, that's going to be that was the most obvious choice. And because they hire a lot of CPAs, attorneys, engineers, people from all different walks of life. And really, I mean, aside from, and even some violent crimes, if you're talking robbery and things like that, but most crimes, especially, will involve money. I mean,
interesting.
Drugs, organized
it's always
crime,
the motivation,
fraud is money. So it served me well to have that knowledge. And I worked a whole bunch of different types of cases, from corruption to fraud. I had cyber stalking cases. So I worked economic espionage.
Oh, that sounds exciting. Is there any case that you could tell us that was like the coolest, most exciting thing you did, or can you not share any of that? Or is there a way to share it without?
That would be a whole other episode.
Would it really?
Yeah. I've had some really interesting cases.
Really?
That I've gotten a lot of.
We're going to do another episode.
Yeah, you say?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get back to women's safety.
Okay.
So what is the first line of defense for women, whether we're at home, shopping, like at the mall, or even traveling abroad or something? So
I think the first piece of advice that I would give is to always let someone know where you are, even if it's a matter of sharing your location with a family member on your cell phone and having that with you. Okay, and you made that suggestion to me. I was going out for a CASA visit. CASA, it's the court-appointed special advocate, which hopefully our girl Linda, we had a listener, I don't know if I told you, one of our friends has a friend who listened, and she called me to see how she could become a CASA advocate. So that's great.
Yeah. So I go to different people's homes. Most of the time it's a resource parent. But sometimes you can end up in a situation that feels a little funny. And I did reach out to you and it's like, hey, I'm going here. And you said call the police department, which not an emergency number. Just to let them know. Just let them know that you're going to be there, because you never know what can happen in those situations. So I'll let you know. Yeah, and I think that's great. And it's a way that everyone should live their life. If you think about the stop sign, to be completely corny, but everybody just can't be like, everything's green and everything's wonderful and you're completely oblivious. Nor can you be red. You can't always be on high alert. I mean, that's not good for someone, or not trusting, or, just always tense and not afraid to do anything.
But be that yellow. Just be cautionary. Be smart about things.
That's a
Again,
good
simple
analogy.
things to where am I going? Just leave an address. What time am I going to be there? I think that would be the biggest benefit.
Pardon us while we move our microphones to where we're sitting. See, you give me so much credit. And our microphones are far, far away. I think we probably still can hear it.
I think so.
Okay. All right. Again.
Blooper.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of blooper, I have to tell you this story because my next question for you is going to be, how do you feel about pepper spray and tasers?
Okay, so I'll tell you and then share your story because I think it's going to come into play.
Okay.
Because I know the story.
Yes.
And I think this will be a good lesson for everyone. I think the biggest thing to consider when you're going to think about carrying pepper spray, think about carrying a taser is, one, do you know how to use it?
Safely, correct.
Safely, correct. Do you really know what it does? So you can be like, oh, I have this pepper spray. Do you know what pepper spray is? Do you know what it can do to someone or do to you? Same thing with the taser. Like, what are the risks? What are the how to operate? How close do you have to be to someone? When can you deploy it? What's going to happen to that person if you use it? And then the biggest thing to consider is, have you thought about that self-defense weapon could be used against you? So what would happen to you? Like if you get overpowered, and it happens all the time, you hear these stories about law enforcement officers, the same thing, not expecting it. Someone overtakes them, takes their weapon and uses it against them. It's like the most horrific thing that you could imagine. Yeah. But it happens. So if you're not properly trained in even a pepper spray or a taser, if someone overpowers you and it could be used against you, think about that. So there are just different things to consider when you're trying to decide on self-defense.
Okay.
And then, so in particular for pepper spray, are you going to be, when you deploy it, would you be in a small enclosed space? If you're outside, what way's the wind blowing? It could blow back against you. So I, as part of my training in order to carry pepper spray and to know about how it's, its impact, its effectiveness, I was pepper sprayed. So to be pepper sprayed,
that sounds
sucks.
Terrible. Yeah, I'm like, that sounds terrible.
I mean, it is instant. Like you only have a couple of seconds, and everything shuts down. Your eyes close. Like your nose, it's like watering. You can't open your eyes. They lead you, at least in the academy, they'll lead you into a shower. You're putting baby shampoo in your eyes to wash it out. They do that for that reason, for you to know, here you are outside, you could be trying to use it on someone, the wind blows back and it hits you in the face.
It's a lot of thinking.
You could be immobilized.
Right.
So it could be turned against you. So with that, I know you have your own pepper spray story.
Yes, and it's not even mine. It's my daughter's. So she and Brian were going to go buy this Jeep, which is our Jeep that we have now. They went to this house and the people invited them in. Brian's paying them, whatever. Riley's very excited about this Jeep. She sees this little pink thing that looks like lip gloss in her little pocketbook. And she's like, oh, I'm going to put some lip stuff on. She opens it, realizes that it's not her lip stuff. She hears the shh. It's pepper spray. Yes. That she has now opened up in this people's home, which is like a very expensive home on the bay. And she starts coughing. The lady that next to her starts, everyone is coughing. No, Riley has not confessed to this yet. They're just all trying to figure out why they're all coughing. So they step outside. And then after they get back in the car, Riley says, Dad, that was my pepper spray.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So she did not get that lesson. So that one about make sure, first of all, I get that you make it look a disguise so that way someone doesn't, say, hey, she's got pepper spray. Let's take her pepper spray first before we attack her. But maybe not like lip gloss.
Yeah.
or maybe labeled on the outside that says just not lip gloss.
Yeah.
You don't have to say what it is. Not lip gloss.
And then you have the whole, are you going to walk through a parking lot? Are you going to walk somewhere with your pepper spray out and like in position? Because there's the whole
you're so close to them
of
then.
action versus reaction.
Right.
Like if someone's coming towards you, like for you to react and have that time. I mean, there's so many factors to consider.
Yeah, I didn't think about all this until you're saying, because the proximity you have to be to that person.
Mm-hmm.
I would think if I think someone's coming at me, my first thing, I want to get away from them,
Correct.
not stay close to them and pepper spray them to see what could happen next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So that makes sense. I got it. So if not pepper spray or a taser, what is our best weapon?
So our best weapon is awareness.
Okay.
Awareness of where you are, to avoid places or situations. Not like, oh, wow, this is this great spot. I got a free parking spot in this dark alley behind this building where no one is. Like, that is not awareness.
Okay.
Those types of situations. And just remain alert while you're walking.
Right.
Especially if you're by yourself, you're on your phone, you're not paying attention to who is around you. Like, big red flag.
Right. And when you go out for runs, especially it makes me a little crazy when I see people running with headphones in. I mean, I always keep one headphone in so I can hear, and then I just wouldn't wear a second one. So that way I knew what was going on around me too. Whether it's somebody beeping their horn or whatever, I always worry about people that have two headphones in running.
And then stay with the group. So you're out for a girls' night and just say you park separate from everyone else. Just get in their car and have them drive you to your car.
Yes.
Or
Smart.
I remember I would be in Philadelphia, and if I would go to shows with my sisters, if we parked in a different spot, if we would all walk together to make sure that, my one sister got to her car safely.
Right.
Or when you left the theater, stay with the whole group because everybody's going to the parking lot. Little things like that is, again, I think more like awareness will keep you safe. And if you have to, like, use your car as the fob, like for the panic button, like let the alarm go off just to
someone's attention, right? Someone will at least look that direction, and which could be enough just to scare someone off.
And if you are traveling or you're in an unfamiliar place, I think the best thing to do is just be familiar with your surroundings. Where are the exits? Is there security? Especially just say it's a hotel or a conference center, casino, a big place like that. And especially in today's climate, most of these large venues have done a lot of security assessments to prepare in the event of, of something like that. Yeah. So look for the exits. Like even like today, like women's rooms, they're going to make sure that they can like lock from the inside with like the eye hold, things like that, places where you could go and like get to, but you kind of like stay together. But I think they're the biggest things that you could do every day and that you really should do every day, just to put yourself at ease and to know that you can handle, and it could be any type of emergency.
Right. So what if you are being attacked? What are the things, and I don't have anything in my hand? What am I going to do?
So you have personal weapons all over your body.
Okay.
So if you think about it, you have your thumbs, like you can get in there, the heel of your hand. For
so
like
you're saying get in your eye?
Get in your eye. If the heel of your hand, like right there, like where your wrist, to like go up to their nose, like you drive that.
Oh.
Same
That's
thing that
hurt.
startle someone. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have your elbows, your knees, your feet, you kick, you gouge.
Okay.
You do whatever you can, but don't, you have all these like hard spots that are going to do like a lot of damage. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So don't maybe waste all your energy trying to push them away, because you're going to wear yourself out. Maybe use a little bit of that energy on the
Think
offensive.
about it. You're taking, you're giving like a kick to the balls,
right?
Or you're taking that heel strike up their nose that throws them off. It gives you that time to just get get out of there, get to a safe place, call, whatever. If you have your phone, you don't have your phone,
right?
Whatever, but scream, holler. Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So let's move it to advice for like phone and internet safety. Do you have anything?
Oh, definitely. And that's probably a simpler one. Again, kind of the awareness.
Right.
If something's too good to be true, it probably is, and it's a scam.
Yeah.
I remember even as an agent, you would get calls that people were saying, I received an email, or I received a telephone call that I won the Canadian lottery. And my first question would be, did you buy a ticket? Did you enter the lottery? No. Well, okay, then you didn't win anything. Or, I want to give you $100,000 and you can make this get rich,
quick scheme.
Rich quick scheme. It's going to be a scam.
Okay.
So
don't believe
correct
everybody.
And here's the thing, hang up the phone.
Yeah.
I tell my mom this all the time, just hang up the phone. It's a scam.
Right.
You don't worry about phone etiquette. Hang it up. Never give out any information. Never agree to anything. Never give access to your computer. But I think the biggest thing, and where it's the biggest risk, is going to be on those email scams that are coming through. Citibank is telling you, oh, there's an alert, click on this alert. People don't realize you can check that email header. So it may look like it's saying Citibank company to, my email address. When you hover over that header, with your mouse, it will show you the actual email address that it's coming from.
Okay.
And that's oftentimes it's going to be a Gmail, a Hotmail, or it will be a variation that's not Citibank. Maybe it will say citycompany.com, but some crazy compromise of an email. And it's okay to, if you are questioning an email, go into your account on your own, get the actual phone number, and call your financial institution and say, I received this email and I'm concerned about it. Is this legitimate?
Right.
And it happens all the time.
Because people are probably like, oh no, if I don't answer this, it says if I don't answer it, they're going to close access to my account. And I don't want that to happen because I have a bill coming in. Yeah. And they worry. And here, if you call to verify, they're not going to be mad at you because you called to verify.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. And we mentioned before, I know in one of our episodes about freezing your credit, that's another great thing to do. Because again, you may not have been the victim of an email scam, but a company that you have done business with had a breach, and then your information's out there. So
it's a crazy world.
But never provide passwords,
social security numbers,
any identifying information. Never give account access,
right?
Especially when it's only coming from an email or even a call that you didn't initiate.
Yes.
You have to be really careful.
Or always ask for, let me have your callback number.
Correct.
Right. And then you call back the number.
And every legitimate business will appreciate you taking the extra step for safety.
Yeah, they absolutely will. So, very good. Yeah. That was a lot of good information. Thank you very much.
Just
anything else that you can think of that I didn't ask?
No.
Okay.
Good. If anybody has questions, though, very specific questions, just email us, Chris at notyourmothersmidlifecrisis.com.
That's right. We know it's long, but do it anyway. Just do it. Just like Nike said.
Okay, so let's move on to what did I learn before I forget?
So I learned the history of not wearing white clothes after Labor Day.
Oh.
So it was in the 1440 Digest. I get it every day. Okay. It's an email.
Oh.
And there was something fun and interesting in it. And it talked about in the 19th century. So all the people that were wealthy, they would go off on holiday and spend the summers, vacationing wherever. And they always would wear lighter colored clothes and lighter fabrics. And they were just more expensive. So the linens, all the clothing back then, it was just more expensive. And so the people who stayed in the cities and stuff, they wouldn't have as much access to those clothes. But when the wealthy people came home in the fall, or they came home after Labor Day being the day you're not supposed to wear white anymore, they would pack those clothes away. And they had another set of, when they moved back to the cities, they have their regular clothes waiting there for them. So those clothes weren't white.
Okay.
And it started to become a sign of wealth. The fact that you could have, back then you didn't have, the closets full of clothes like we do now. They weren't as extravagant. And they could go home and put away their whites and take out their darker, heavier clothes for the cooler weather.
Oh.
Yes. So it became like a sign of wealth. So then more and more people did it. And you would be instantly known if you were not, wealthy, if you were wearing white after Labor Day.
Okay.
Which I found a little bit confusing because it's like, well, you just said they didn't have a lot of white clothes in the article, but that's how they could tell that somebody was not legitimately wealthy. That's what it was.
Well, since I'm not legitimately wealthy, I can continue to wear my white jeans in October.
I mean, there's a lot of cute white tops and stuff that I'm like, I'm still going to wear that. You know, I think it's silly. Yeah. It's just a color.
And especially in the warmer weather. Sometimes I love white.
Right. And right now it still feels like summer some days here. It doesn't matter that we're into fall and we're not having pumpkin spice because we're still doing cucumber and melon and happy as can be.
Yeah.
Because the weather's still warm. Yes. That makes me happy.
Right. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good little tidbit.
Did you learn anything?
So I learned, this is actually from my friend in Ohio. He called me and said, I listened to your episode on aging parents.
Okay.
And she said, I have something I have to tell you about my mom. So her dad had been in a skilled nursing facility, and she would hear from her mom saying, I'm so busy. I can't go visit dad today. If somebody could cover. She was calling, my friend Jen or her brothers to see who could, just stop in and visit. They were then later finding out that she was going on casino bus trips.
What?
Yes. And so Jen was so mad. So she's like, okay. So now her dad has since passed away. And her mom calls her and says, she's like, I'm having the worst day. She's like, can you do X, Y, and Z for me? Now Jen works. She has her own practice. She still has her youngest is in high school, so she still has a kid
she's
at home.
Busy. She's multitasking.
She's busy. She's like
mom already.
She's battling all the challenges that we all are. So
fool me once.
And so Jen's like, okay. So she's running around. She has to pick up the death certificate. She has to pick up this. She's telling her husband, and he goes, I really wouldn't feel too bad for your mom because when you look at her location, she was at the casino all day.
I honestly think she needs an intervention. Mom is at the casino a lot. Mom might have a little gambling issue.
But
no offense. I don't mean that in an offensive way.
Yeah, needless to say, her mom has now disabled her location so Jen and her husband cannot see it.
Oh, well then I can't help you.
Correct. So
suck it, Mom.
She had me. And of course, her telling the story is way better than me sharing the story with you.
It's good.
I told her, I said, Jen, I have to tell everyone on the podcast because I'm sure others can relate to it. And it's basically
I don't know.
Well, it's that aging parent being like a teenager. I think that's what it goes back to. The whole. She said it's like, and she said it's like having another teenager.
My parents are both deceased, so I didn't have this experience, I guess, as much. But I'd be like, listen, bitch. I don't even know what I would do. I'd be like, aren't you supposed to be helping me still? Like, why don't you go pick up my child at school or come to their sporting event?
So God bless you, Jen, and your patience and everything.
Did we give her a shirt yet? She needs a shirt.
I did. I sent her
good,
shirt.
good. Yeah. Yes, all right. Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, good.
So that's what I said. And she will wear it proudly.
That's it. Thank you, Jen.
Yeah.
And might want to get some. Is it gambling? 1-800-GAMBLE. I can send some things to your mom.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Okay, what pisses you off other than Jen's mom going to the casinos?
It actually kind of did piss me off a little bit. Actually, I'm a little worried for her. But it's still the clothes saga. Like we started out like, so now, I'm in my closet and I want to wear this white stuff, but I'm afraid, because I'm afraid someone's going to be like, oh, you're wearing white. It's after Labor Day. But then I'll do it and then I'll just be self-conscious the whole time. And then just standing, like we said, it's still warm here. But then by the time it gets to be 5:00, we have the 4:00 winds that come through. And then all of a sudden I need something warmer to wear. And I just don't know what to wear. And I have found myself standing in my closet, standing there. And I could be there for 30 seconds. I'm talking to myself, trying to tell myself what to wear, whatever. And I must change 3 or 4 times or I stand there and do nothing. I'm like, I'm just putting on sweats. No. I'm so over clothes.
So I can tell you my closet is torn apart because I have the bins that had the cold weather clothes kind of pulled out to pull out some
Yeah.
sweatshirts,
Right.
to pull out some sweatpants. But again, yesterday I was in shorts and a
Yes.
tank top, but then last night I did have to put a sweatshirt on. So yeah.
It got cold. I had shorts on yesterday,
Mhm.
and then when I took the dogs out, I was like, it's freezing. Now
Yeah.
I just dirtied these shorts for no reason.
Mhm. So
Man.
but I'm welcome the warm weather to stay for as long as it would like.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I'm totally good with that. So what about you? Anything piss you off?
No, I'm actually still really good.
You're really good from like 3 weeks ago. I mean, you went on that great trip, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have to hear about that trip.
I know.
We'll get it next
will be
time.
another conversation.
Yeah, well, because you know why?
I'm still on the Zen. So.
You're on the Zen, and we, after you get back, we have Cindy Dupuis. So
yes,
we can't get that in.
Yeah.
So all right,
I'll save it all up.
Save it up.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be ready. How about letters to your younger self? Do you have one, or do you want me to go?
You go first.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So mine would be, I would not get a perm. Do you remember those perms?
Oh, yes.
Like, I am finding a lot of pictures, and I'm like, what the fuck is up with my hair? I'm like, there's a couple. I was like, oh, that looks cute, but it's like a couple cute, and I had like poker straight hair. So if you had poker straight hair, you had to get a perm. If you didn't have a perm, you're straightening your hair. Mm-hmm. And everybody, Aquanet those bangs straight up in the air, whatever it was, which I never really did, because my hair was too thin and fine. I couldn't get it to do it, even if I tried. But yeah, if I could tell my younger self, hey, skip the perm. Mm-hmm. Don't do it, accept where you are. Like I had said before, appreciate what you look like and where you are now, because in 5 years from now, you're going to wish that you were back at that 5 years ago mark. So,
but you're never going to wish you had the perm again.
No, I don't. That's true. I don't think I would wish that perm on myself ever again. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So.
No, I totally remember the perm. I have gotten home perms, salon perms, and every perm has been bad. Mm-hmm.
I never.
And you
did
remember, I have
perm.
this thick hair.
Yeah.
So you can imagine this thick hair with a perm.
I got to see a
picture.
It
was massive. I know.
That's what you have to do. For the Instagram, you have to send me a picture of your hair permed.
Right.
So that way we could put it out there.
Mm-hmm. I had some big hair. I totally embraced the 80s.
So could you get the?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's impressive. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not me.
And in fact, one summer, I let one of my friends from the shore highlight my hair, but again, back then they call it frosting, and she put that plastic cap on my head, and where she had to pull the hair through with the like the needle or the crochet needle, and then she frosted it.
Okay.
And I then had to call the 1-800 number for like Clairol and then try and fix it because it was horrible.
Oh my gosh.
So as you know, and I've said before, when a friend says, oh, do you want to do this? Like, do you want to do a podcast? I'm like, yes. So when someone said, hey, do you want me to frost your hair? I'm like, sure. And then it was a disaster. So I'm glad I agreed to the podcast. Yeah. I'm very unhappy that I agreed to the hair frosting.
You scared me for a second. I'm like, oh, she's leaving.
The hair frosting and home perms were something my younger self should have said no to.
Podcast you should say yes to every day.
And I'm glad.
Every day.
I'm so glad.
Right?
The letter to my younger self is say yes to the podcast.
Say yes to the podcast. Even if it's just the two of us. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So how about your 50 Shades?
So I have an update on whether you say Cezanne or Cezanne, the hair treatment, the straightener that I put in, which the year before I did the Magic Sleek. This year I did the Cezanne. It's, supposed to be all natural products. It definitely doesn't last as long as the Magic Sleek. And I'm noticing that like the under layers of my hair, with all this humidity lately, it's getting curly and frizzy. So I think I don't want to do another one because it lightens my hair so much. I think I'm just going to stick with the Wow spray, which, I do like it. It's just, you have to remember to do it every couple washings or whatever. Okay. And it just adds that extra 10 minutes to that blow dry. And I am not very patient. So, but I'll do it. I think I'm going to stick to I'll remember my consequences are I can have frizzy hair, or I can have hair that's not my normal color. So I'm just going to handle the Wow until I can't take it anymore. And then I'll probably do one of those treatments again.
Oh, okay. That's what I was going to ask you. Would you do the treatment again?
Well, I've never tried a Brazilian blowout, but I have done the keratin. So it's kind of like I'm trying everything that's out there.
Yeah.
Give me suggestions. Send it.
My Brazilian blowout, the same thing, is completely gone.
Yeah.
So, and my hair is really frizzy because of
It doesn't look it.
Well, I had to use all this product.
Yeah.
And then I even had to use like the special brush thing or whatever to try and get some of the
I do that
humidity
every
frizz
blow
out of it.
dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I know I was tempted to be like, if this humidity stays, should I get another Brazilian blowout? But then I was like, I'll wait until.
The only reason why it's worth it to me if I'm going back and forth to Florida, like right now, I'd be like, I don't need it for the winter, but when I go there, it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
So, how about you? Anything for your 50 Shades?
I just use the hydropeptide. It's the Brighten and Glow jelly mask. So I ordered it online. I did it at home. It comes with like this little bowl, and you mix the two different packets together, and it is like this blue, like a jelly.
Mm-hmm.
It was enough to do my entire face, my neck, my chest area, your décollage.
Yeah.
And you leave it on for, I left it on probably longer than the 20 minutes because I was ironing. I was doing all this stuff with this mask on. It was really nice.
Oh, good.
Really nice. Like I felt my skin was just kind of dull.
Okay. Yeah, no, it looks good.
And you know how after you get a facial that day, like it's awesome. So I just basically peel it off. You take this jelly and it kind of like,
I like
not
that.
hardens, but you
no, but
peel
I like,
it. Mm-hmm.
I like when it peels off.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I would definitely order it again. In fact, I have one left that I can do.
You can do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's a good kind of last minute kind of home wellness treatment.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Self-care.
Yeah. So I think that's all we got today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but next week, big week, we have Cindy Dupuy coming on. It's going to be really great.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are going to learn a lot.
Yes.
She's a lot of fun. I think she's pretty spunky.
Yeah. And knowledgeable.
Very knowledgeable. It amazes me how much that she, like as far as how much she knows about all the blood work and the urine tests. And there was a saliva test that she mentioned. I was like, wow, so many of these things that you can do this different testing to find out about your body that you didn't really know about. Yeah. So
it's East Coast meets West Coast because she's coming to us from California.
Oh,
yeah.
I like that, Chris.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Well, until next week, where we will still continue to seek answers for women's healthcare
and support one another.
Have a great day.
Thank you.